Hello, good afternoon. I'm Afonso, and here's my partner Gerardo. Today we're going to talk about an interesting issue about India. What do you think about India, Gerardo?
Well, India is a very conservative place. I think that much of the regulations and rights in there are based on the religion, and a lot of issues they have had in the past years.
You're right, Gerardo. India is still a male-dominated society, where women are often seen as subordinate and inferior to men. Even though India is moving away from the male-dominated culture, discrimination is still highly visible throughout society.
Femicide is usually perpetrated by men, but sometimes female family members may be involved. In India, religion takes a great part in this problem, due to the fact that men think that they are superior for the following reasons.
Because they are capable of earning money, carrying the family line, able to provide to their aging parents, and bring a wife. They play an important role in death rituals in Hindu religion also. Between 2004 and 2011, when the Indian economy grew at an average of 7%, there was a deadline in female participation in the country's labor force, from over 35% to 25%. Women continue to be excluded in society, economically and politically.
The 73rd and 74th Amendment to India's constitution is sought to increase representation of minority groups and women, and there has also been an increase in women's voter participation. Women are now representing one-third of the seats in local governing bodies, with better opportunities for representation and empowerment. Women's issues have received increased reference in the government's 5-year plan. However, women's representations in the Lok Sabha, the lower house of India's parliament, still remains almost miserable, constitutionally only the 5.9%. There has been cases where women have been attacked in India.
We have 5 cases to present. Hasina, 19 years old, is a computer operator in South India. Ruby, 26 years old. She lives in central India.
Pragya, 22 years old, was on her way to Delhi for a job interview. Zruti is 16 years old. Sarojini is 19 years old. These women have all in common: they have been attacked with acid.
In cases like Ruby's, a husband throws acid on a woman to punish her either because she's too attractive and the husband suspects of her, or Pragya's, she was committing a crime, rejecting a marriage proposal from a distant relative.
Orgidas, another victim, was punished because she refused to obey her husband's order to give up her job and stay home.
Now, what's the government doing about these cases? In Delhi, a non-governmental organization called Stop Acid Attack is also working with victims, while cula, formerly cula, has an acid survivor foundation. The campaign and struggle against acid attacks on women has suggested that chemical manufacturers be required to regulate production and to pay for rehabilitation and compensation for victims.
The Union Minister of Women and Child Development, Maneka Sanjay Gandhi, has said that the new government has taken several concrete and substantial steps to reduce gender discrimination and to protect the women of the country. One-stop centers for women affected by violence are being set up in each state of the country. Already 10 such centers are working and receiving up to 200 women in a week, the minister explained. These women are given police, legal, medical, and psychological assistance. Also, religion is not the only crucial characteristic in this problem. There is also society. Due to the fact men in India do not want women promoted as important characters, because that shows that equality of women in society is increasing. An actual event was the promotional poster of the new movie The Smurfs and the Lost Village, where you cannot see Smurfina in.
Another way Indian men control the image of women is that women should not show more than their eyes, for the reason many of cover CDs have been changed just in this country. Although the law is technically equalitarian between women and men, the reality is that it doesn't work like this. Many organizations are working to protect them. Safety is a good example. The main concern is to give women tools to keep them safe from acts of sexual violence and educate women in matters of self-defense. Safety works in communities to facilitate open conversation with the aim to bring fundamental shift in how violence against women is perceived.
Also, we can know about SARTEC, non-profit organizations found in 2007. It's a company offering travel and volunteer experience to international people from various backgrounds, with the purpose of setting up relevant social initiatives that bring about sustainable and social change. Their believing is that the key to sustainable development are women and girl child-centric initiatives fighting poverty by unlocking women's power as economic catalyst. But what are the real solutions? In spite of the creation of laws against femicide, this problem isn't decreasing as it should be. Why? Many people, the government especially, think that this action is taken because the simple fact that the other person is a woman, but the truth is that it involves more such as honor, social class, etc. For this reason, the creation of agencies with the purpose of report the woman is one of the best solutions that a person could do, because it's more possible that a woman know what to do depending on her situation.
The second solution is about security. Indian women are always in danger because they can be hit by any man in the street, in the mall, or in their own houses. If guards were placed in different and strategic places, the security for the woman will be increasing little by little. To do this, it is necessary the aid of the government, because this will be involving the religion and customs of the country. Femicide does not only occur in India, it also occurs in Mexico and other parts in the world. In Mexico, there is clearly visible justice problems. Some data from Mexico said that only 2 from every 100 cases are solved. This also happens when we talk about femicides. When femicides occurs, we are able to measure the government's capacity to avoid, solve, and punish the responsibles. Sadly, in Mexico the justice fails, which leads to the repetition of this terrible situation. 6 women are murdered every day. Between 2012 and 2013, 3,892 women were murdered, and according to the Observatorio Ciudadano Nacional del Feminicidio, only 613 cases were investigated, and just 1.6% received judgment. Mexico occupies the 16th place in the world femicides. The authorities have not worked properly, and this number continues growing. Puebla has a specific influence in this topic. In 2016, 50 women were murdered, and they continue looking for justice. As Norma Salgado, mother of a victim, says, "The only thing I ask for is justice. I don't want revenge or money. It's just that justice."